talking about? What we talking about? I can do this all day. What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? I'm feeling, stand what we talking about. Time to time, every day, brothers argue. You gotta listen in to catch a glimpse here from our view. I finish every debate that I'm in. Gonna start it up in time tomorrow. We run it again. No stop. What we talking about? What we talking about? I can do this all day. What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? Feeling what we stand, what we talking about.
All right, we're back for another episode of the Arguing Brothers podcast. Get that down there. There you go, my brother. How we doing today, fellas?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Gucci, bro. Good
See,
Sunday.
me and Key, with no video today. Me and Keon, man. We in here, you know what I mean? Ray trying to make fun because I'm in my bathrobe, man. But hey, listen, I just got out the shower. You know, sometimes when you do digital, you got to do digital things.
Hey, man, TMI, man. We don't need to know all that, man. We don't need to know all that.
Man. So listen, man. We got a lot to talk about. We missing one of our arguing brothers. We don't know where. Yeah, he in the lost and found. But but we got the team here. So let's start it off, man. Let's get into some NFL discussion. I didn't put on the top of this the 49ers versus Seahawks. Seemed like it was a dominant win, but I just want to ask one question before we get forward. And Ray, you can start this off, man. Like, what was your thoughts on one, their victory, and they're also the chances that, you know, that the 49ers will get back to the Super Bowl based on what you saw this past Thursday?
For me, man, it's about health with the 49ers. Like, not having McCaffrey and the boy Mason went down. For me, it's just the health. I think when they're healthy, they're definitely one of the better teams in the NFC. And I don't see another team in the NFC that can go into San Francisco that can beat them. And I think, you know, the model that Frisco has, they travel on the road. So for me, it's just their health. Once McCaffrey, he's starting to ramp back up, get him back in the fold. And they got to find a way to get Ayuk going. Like he's been struggling to start the year, but for me, it's just health. Once they're healthy, I don't see a team beat them in the NFC.
Key, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man. We know what they're about. You know, when it's time for them to come. When they all healthy, like every year they start off banged up. Like for the last 2-3 years, you know, they start off a little slow because they hurt with injuries. Then they get it going later. But the thing with them is, man, they just have one problem. They're running out of time, I think, to try to win it all. Because at some point you're gonna have to play Brock Purdy, and then you're gonna be able to lose some of your players. So I feel like if this the year for them to do it, at some point they gotta get everybody healthy. Right now they, like Ray said, they probably when healthy the best team in the NFC. But at the end of the day, bro, once you get there, bro, it's time to win in that with Shanahan, bro, because he's been knocking on the door a couple years, bro. When the time all the chips out there for them win it all, bro, some type of way, bro, his play call and come back to bite him. So at this year, bro, it's championship or bust for them because you know the window is closing.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think they're at a point where, you know, the window, not only the window is closing, man, the health of these players, they're getting older, they're aging. And when you start seeing the age that they're going through, as far as like how, whether it's the Devos, or even Devo got nicked up in that game, or Kittle, or C-Mac, you know, they got talent, but, and you said this before, Keith, they're gonna have to pay Purdy eventually, right? Whether it's into this season or next season, that's gonna be a big bag. That's gonna take a lot of their overall budget, and then they're not gonna be able to keep growing. They got some good core players, with Jennings being their third receiver and Debo being the second. Then you got Ayuka, who's starting to play well. He's starting to show why he wants that bag the way he wants it. He going. I mean, they only pacify his contract they're gonna have to come revisit that next season. So yeah, I can't say that I see them win the championship. Still don't think they're still the best team in the NFC. I think if today current roster, current team, if they play Detroit, I think Detroit would beat them this time. So I think that can be, an issue. I think they really need C-Mac back because he gives them more added diversity to their offense. But I mean, you guys are 100% right. The window's closing. The window is absolutely closing, and so if it ain't this season, I don't know when else it can happen. I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's good enough to elevate a team to a Super Bowl. I think he has to have the parts around him, and I don't know if those parts are missing. I don't know, man. I think this may be it. So this is a pivotal year for their season, for their careers, because they've just been knocking on that door for a long time. I think they've been in 3 out of the last 4 Super Bowls. And here's the crazy one. They're gonna have some competition just to win their division, right? Because they've already lost to Arizona. I think the teams they lost to was Arizona and have they played the Rams?
Not yet.
Okay, so they've lost to Arizona and I know they lost 2 games. One to Arizona and one to the Vikings. So yeah, man, I'm looking at the team, man. I just don't know. I just don't see where they can if they're not at full health, especially this season and then moving forward, what they're gonna do. So I think this is maybe their last real season as contenders. After that, man, I just don't see it happening. Any more thoughts on this?
Nah,
Before we move forward?
I'm good.
Bad. All right, man. So let's get to the opening week this week, man. A lot of NFL discussion, but one that we want to talk about, since we do live in the Washington D.C. area, the Battle of 495, the Battle of the Beltway. Just saw it on the ground the other day that the Commanders, I think it was on the Thursday, was traveling up in luxury to the game for 44 miles. Traveling in luxury for those 44 miles, man. So this is a big game. This is a big game for DC, Baltimore. Just an FYI to people out there that has never been up here. Actually, the Commanders actually play in Maryland. They did not play in they're not even playing in DC. But this is what it is. So this is the battle of the 495. So Key, man, give me your thoughts on this game. First of all, talk about what you think who's gonna win. We'll talk about we'll pick that a little bit, but give me your thoughts on the keys of the game and how both teams can be successful in getting that W.
My thing is it's gonna be the keys to Baltimore. The keys to Baltimore winning the games, being able to establish Derrick Henry, because that's when they play better. When he's running the ball and they going down here, they got the play action going. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they're at their best. So also they're gonna have to be able to get pressure on Jason Daniel, make him feel uncomfortable where he's just not feeling comfortable in the pocket. And for Washington is they key to stopping the run and protecting Daniels. Because if you protect him, you can throw on Baltimore corners. But if you can't stop the pass rush, they don't get him time. He can buy time with his legs. But the keys is them stopping the run and protecting Daniels. Because like you said, once and also running the ball to able to establish a run. They just not relying on the pass. But you can throw on Baltimore. So I believe, man, it's gonna be a good game. Both teams, those are the keys to both teams winning.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's gonna be a big Derrick Henry game. All those first round picks that the Commanders had, they can't stop the run, and the defense is not playing well at all. So I think a big Derrick Henry game, mix in Lamar with a few runs and kind of limit those, and get Zay Flowers going. I think the Ravens should be fine. But for as Washington, continue to do what you're doing with with Daniels. Limit the turnovers. Don't make him the person where he got to win the game by himself. control the running game. I think even Brian Robinson Jr. is kind of banged up. I'm not sure if he's playing today. But try to establish a running game, ball control, keep them off the field. And I think that'll be the key to the Boston's winning. And, try to get your big stars going because you can throw on Baltimore. Their defense is not the same. So protect them running game and just, limit the turnovers. And I think Washington will be fine.
And first, man, this is actually big. I ain't never seen two cities so excited about a game like this in a very long time. Baltimore for the last 20 years have been, the standard, or at least the last 10 have been the standard as far as winning, and being successful and running a great organization. And the Commanders have been straight garbage. So the fact that both of these teams are at a point in the season where they're really, really good with franchise quarterbacks, great talent around them, and pretty good defense is really cool to see. Now, when I start talking about the actual keys to this game, man, brother, it's gonna be tough for the Redskins to move that ball in that stadium. One thing about the Baltimore Ravens, you've been able to pass on them when they're not in the Ravens Stadium. When they're not at M&T Bank, they have struggled with the pass game. When they're at home, we saw with Josh Allen, even with the Raiders, they want explosive plays. They were just slowly picking them, going down the field on them, and then the Ravens got very complacent. So they're gonna need balance. Yeah. Commanders, you're gonna need balance in this game. You're gonna need a good run game, a good pass game. You're gonna need a lot of balance. You need not a lot of keeping the first, second, third down to a minimum, right? You need positive plays on those first two downs. So when we get to the third down, Daniels can either run or throw, right? And that can help this game plan. Ravens, man, you gotta get the ball to King Henry. You gotta let Derek set the tone, let him run the ball, force that play action. Utilize Lamar's legs, but definitely depend on Lamar's arm. And you got a chance to really, really win this game. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I don't think it's gonna be as I think it's a 7-point spread. I think it's gonna be a very close game. But man, I'm just excited to see. I ain't gonna be there, but I love just to see the fans. Mm-hmm. Right? I want to see the fans when they pull up to those games. You got, first of all, somebody fighting. Like, I don't care what these cousins. These cousins going against each other. Two different cousins, two different accents. Like, what I mean? Like, this right here is gonna be. I think somebody getting a fight. Somebody getting a fight, man. But I just want to see this because I just know this is gonna be a interesting dynamics of people, man. Like, these are like the cousin at the barbecue that really don't like each other all the time, make fun of each other every single day of the week, make fun of their accent, call each other country, all across the board, bro. So yes, shout out to both of these teams, man. I'm excited for both of them.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
I like the fact that I like the fact that both of these teams are really good. We just said the Ravens are leading the league in offense. So you're going to have to, and Bateman, Flowers always playing good, but Bateman's playing well.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah, he's catching the ball. He's playing well. So you can't put 8 in the box. And Lamar's seeing the field very well. His vision of who to get the ball to at what time is playing in effect. I saw that with the Bengals game. Man, I'm excited to see this game, man. I am really, really excited to see this game.
Tell you what, though, if the Commanders lead, boy, this fan base boy. They hype right now. It's going to a whole nother level around here, boy. But
yeah, they win that game, man. It's gonna be. It may be like, first of all, I'm gonna have to cut my phone off because I've been telling people they're gonna lose. But if they win that game, it's gonna be real. And this, I tell you what I think what's gonna happen though, the city of DC gonna be real quiet. It's gonna be quiet around here. It ain't gonna be everybody gonna be watching the game.
Yeah, everybody out in Baltimore at the bars today. Ain't nobody in their houses today. Holiday weekend too. Oh yeah,
absolutely. They about to enjoy this.
80
it's gonna be
degrees outside too. Oh yeah.
yeah, they about to enjoy this game, man. So like I said, I'm excited for both teams and for both cities.
Well,
I
yeah.
think it's real cool that both
Battle
cities.
of the Beltway, baby.
Out of the
495.
Beltway, 495, man. It's gonna be real cool to see. It's not too many times you get to see that either. Like you don't really see two cities that are that close to each other who have professional teams. So like that right there is just that right there in itself is interesting. That's its own dynamics. They're the teams that share a stadium or they're in the same city and they share a stadium. So it doesn't really you don't see this too often. Maybe in Florida is the only place you have
In New York,
that
Jets,
yeah,
Jets,
but
and
they share a stadium. They share the same stadium.
okay.
I'm talking like you both have your own independent stadiums. I think the only thing is Florida.
Knicks in Brooklyn,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but
Definitely.
but JD5 about to make a case for MVP today.
You think so?
I know so.
I don't think so,
The
bro.
boy is born. Hey, I'm telling you, he's gonna put on the show today.
I don't think
You can pass on Baltimore. You can pass on them.
I think you can pass on Baltimore when they ain't in Baltimore. When they at home, man. We saw with Allen that it ain't gonna be so sweet.
Like I told y'all, Rookie of the Year, he making case for MVP right now.
I don't know. I think he's going against the MVP. The only reason why Lamar may not win MVP is because Derrick Henry is doing his thing. If Derrick Henry leads the league in rushing,
But JD numbers better than Lamar right now.
I think Lamar got
Playing well.
13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, so did JD got too. And his passing yards, he's better right now. Rushing, JD number better than Lamar numbers right now.
Yeah, but JD competition ain't been like Lamar either.
Bro, hey, you play who you play,
Man,
bro.
they're two different competitions, man. Washington Commanders ain't played no KC, the Buffalo Bills. They ain't
They
played
haven't, bro.
the Bengals. Well, they didn't play the
They played
Bengals,
the Bengals. They beat the Bengals.
all right, but they ain't played none of the top tier teams.
But they played Baltimore today. That's why I say he gonna make a case for MVP today. They played Baltimore today.
Well, that's why you gotta lace them up. We gonna see.
Mm-hmm. That's why you
We
play the
gonna
game,
see.
baby.
All right, man. Let's get to the next topic, man. Key, you start us off again. What's going on with the Saints? I know you just lost your quarterback for these 3 games. You starting a rookie today against the Bucs. I love it. I put a bet on that who's gonna win the fight between what's your corner name?
Lattimore,
Lattimore. Yeah.
he owned Mike Evans, bro.
I don't know. He won Mike only he on the fights though.
He
Mike Evans
owned
won the fight. He didn't win the fights. He mean I won the game. He won the fights. All right, so
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans versus Lattimore. That's what we love to see. Can you start us off, man? Should the Saints make that trade for Davante Adams?
Nah, bro, that don't help you, bro. Right? Get a Davante Adams. What you giving up? It ain't the receiving core. It's just we not healthy, bro. Old line beat up. Taysom Hill he's different. Take a lot of pressure out of Alvin Kamara. You open everything up. You just see the difference when he's healthy. He's like our most important player on offense. And who would ever thought that? But the Saints just beat up, bro. Right now, I'm kind of excited that Carr is hurt, bro. See what the rookie got. Because at the end of the day, you're not winning the Super Bowl with Derek Carr. So, again, the defense been playing well. We can't get stops when we need stops. That's because of the pass rush. We have no pass rush. And right now, man, we just beat up. We the wounded duck, bro. And ain't no buy in sight. So this will be one. This is one. If they can steal this one, bro, it'd be huge because, like I said, bro, um, Taysom Hill just make the offense look so much different. When he plays, we put up 30, 40 points. When he don't play, we put up 20 or whatever. So, and the key for the day is pressuring Baker Mayfield, bro. Getting sacks, bro. Making him feel pressure. So able to make the running game. I don't think Taysom playing the game. Is Taysom playing today?
Nope.
No, nope, he's not playing today. It's gonna be a long day, bro. So I know the city excited, bro, for Rattler to get a start. We need a spark or something, bro. Who knows, bro? It can be one of the rookies come in and just take off and dude never get his job back. So no, dude was high praise coming out of high school. one of the top dudes. You know, he showed some flash at South Carolina, but really was ain't had the talent like most SEC teams had. But a lot of the people in the Saints organization high on him, like the receiving core. So it's gonna be an interesting game. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think we should trade for Adams because we have no receiver depth. You know, if Olave go down or if Shaheed go down, we got nothing behind them. And you know, I wouldn't give the Raiders a second round pick. At this point, you know, who else trading? Nobody's gonna give the Raiders what they want. But I love the fact that, you know, Saints looking at a player that I think can help them. Like Adams gonna be so diverse. You know, Carr had some success with him the first year he went to the Raiders. But yeah, you know, I would trade for him definitely because we have no receiver depth. One go down, shit, but we ain't gonna never be able to pass the ball.
Shit, but what he gonna help you win, bro? At the end of the day,
I
you
mean,
gonna have to
I
give
get
him
it
money.
from a winning standpoint. Like we do have to get healthy, but even if you're healthy, if we lose one of our receivers, we screwed.
We screwed anyway, bro. At this point, bro, I'm tired of going 9-7,
I
nine or
feel,
something, bro.
I
So
feel.
getting him, you 9-7 again. Just, you know, like at some point, bro, you got to be like, bro, we got to start over, bro. Get younger, bro.
I
Like,
mean, I'm getting
I don't see how that.
old.
I don't see how giving up a second round pick help us get him. Well, you can get another receiver. You can get somebody else next year with a second round pick, and
I'm
you gonna
not
have,
giving up a second for him at
and he
all.
gonna want, and he gonna want money. He ain't taking no pay cut the rest of his career. He gonna want money. Now you're gonna have to pay him. So, nah, I
Yeah,
don't see it. It ain't. Nah, I wouldn't do it.
we'll see.
I think you guys in a tough dilemma, man, because you have young talent, Ole, um, and Shaheed, and some of the other guys. So if you bring in a Davante Adams, you take away from their development. You know, I think David Carr is not going to be a 100 a full like another 2 or 3 year long term plan for you guys. I think your whole goal really is to develop this young quarterback, throwing him in a little early. Gets a very good Buccaneers defense. It's gonna be tough today. It may be a little hard to watch, but I don't know if getting Devontae Allen is your solution to winning. I think a lot of your problem is, from what I see, I think I made this statement, is that people have picked up on what your coaching staff offensively strategy and your scheme is. And your OC is a little young. It's his first, I think, real NFL, first time being an OC coordinator in the NFL, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I think what his problem is he's having a tough time getting to the next step as far as, recognizing what they need to do when it comes to um, when it comes to getting your players in the right place in the right position. That's the same thing that happened with the last game you were in. I watched that game. I was like, okay. It happened with the Falcons game. You guys had good spurts, but there were times when we were able to pick up on what you was doing as far as trying to uh, get in, whether it's Tyson Hill or any other player. It shouldn't be your offense. Offense are complete. It shouldn't be so to a point where if Tyson Hill getting taken out, that's it. If AK ain't running the ball at a high level and your line is struggling at times, that's it for y'all. Teams just picked up on what you guys are really doing. So, and what is your ultimate goal where you go to every game, which is really to get AK going and then to start punish people with Tyson Hill downhill, especially towards the goal line. And then if you don't get that, you're gonna throw it deep. That's what y'all gonna do. That's the three things I've seen, right? You know what I mean? That happens, the next one happens, and then you hit Shaheed over the top, or you hit overlay right around the middle, or him on the sideline. And so teams just picked it up. And so I don't know if Davante Adams helps that, especially with a rookie quarterback. And then you may have to give a second or a third. Are you going to get that up for a 32-year-old receiver?
I get shit. Adam's still elite. You can't never have enough receiver talent, dog.
I don't know, Ray. I don't know if that's what you want to do for at this point of year. Do you see Super Bowl?
Nah, ain't no Super Bowl, but like I said, we have no receiver depth, right? So even if you're healthy and you can lose Olave, what else you got? You got nobody else.
You got Shaheed.
Shaheed is not no volume receiver, right?
They
They'll
throw it to him
finesse
like he's a
you up
volume
top.
receiver.
Huh?
They throw it to him like he's a volume receiver.
Not really. I don't think they go to him enough. Honestly, I think
He
if
gets about 7 or 8 targets a game. How many
hey,
targets he
brother,
won to
if you
get?
look at their games, if it's not a deep pass, like he don't run no slants, he don't run no big routes across the middle, like nothing to use his speed. We don't capitalize on it. Honestly, we can use him more, but we don't.
I don't know, man. I think I've seen them get him when they hit him across it, a couple of crosser routes. I don't know. I mean, you got to realize like, but they utilize him enough. You also got to realize you also use AK in the passing game. So
And he banged
and
up.
Hill
And he
and Hill.
banged up. He got a broken rib, broken hand. Like it's walking wounded, dog. I'm not gonna even lie.
So then, what's going on with your defense then?
Like you keep said, they just can't get a stop when it's needed. Like yeah,
Well,
they
you
like
paying
last week.
you paying what's the $16 million though?
Oh,
Tyson Tyson is it Young? Is it Young? Tyson Young?
Chase Young, that boy's a bust.
Trace Young.
Man, that boy's a bust, dog. That boy cannot. And he been in the league what 6 years now, 5 years, and have
5
not
years at
developed
least.
any type of move whatsoever. If he's not bull rushing, he's not getting there at all. Terrible pickup though. Like, he got all the measurables. He's a physical specimen. Man, that boy fucking sorry.
Yeah, I do feel like he's been a bust.
Oh, big old buzz, though.
Yeah,
Been around Bosa, Allen, all them first round picks in Washington. And you tell me you have not developed no move from nobody? Come on, dog. Like it's on you now. It's you. He ain't got that little dip around the edge. Like he don't have no swim move, nothing.
yeah, he don't bend or nothing. Yeah, I give you that. But I still feel
Oh,
like
like,
there's
bro, what the fuck is going on? Hey, bro, he teetering not being in the league next year, dog.
I don't know that he's not being a leader, but there is a chance where he will probably I'm not gonna say the 9 league, but I think there's a chance where he will be he could end up just playing himself out of it eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe not next year though.
it's bad, bro. Too much talent, bro.
So you guys don't feel like you should trade for Adams. That's consistency here.
I would, because like I said, bro, he only helped the offense. Right now, we got nothing but Olave, AK, and Rashid. We don't get nothing out of our tight ends. Like, you just need somebody you can go to in the class, though. And I think Adams still has that.
Okay.
I'll say we don't, but yeah.
Okay. Well, all right, man. Let's get to the next topic here, man. Like, Ray, start us off here. What's your thoughts on the firing of Jets former head coach Robert Saleh?
Well, anyway, I think it's Aaron Rodgers, bro. It's not the coach. I think this situation is just Salah is just the scapegoat. The offense is trash. Aaron Rodgers hasn't had a 300-yard game since 2021. And their offense, like Gary Wilson said, is stale. And you see the new the interim head coach, he demoted Hackett. He should have never been hired, right? But you do all that just to please Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is playing bad. Last week, the boy had 3 interceptions against Minnesota. So it's a bigger issue than the coach, and I get it. You can't get rid of players so easily, and the coach is always the one that get fired. But yeah, the Jets is not a good team. Aaron Rodgers days are definitely behind them, and it's unfortunate. And then the owner talked to Aaron Rodgers the night before, so I'm sure he had to sign off on it, even though he's going to say he didn't. He's going to say, "Oh, we have a great relationship, him and Robert Saleh," but I'm sure Aaron Rodgers probably co-signed the fire, but I don't think it's on the coach, man. Honestly, I think it's Aaron Rodgers, and the offense is just bad. Breece Hall is having a horrible year. He had a breakout year last year. So I think it's the offense, and I think it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, first of all, I wanna give Green Bay their props, bro, because every year, every time, bro, they get off right before the wheels come off with these quarterbacks. More organizations stay with these quarterbacks and be loyal. And then they whole franchise suffering for 10 years, 12 years. So I'm gonna give Green Bay they shot. But I'm like Ray, he was their best coach. The defense was the best part of the thing, of the team. Anybody that should have got fired should have been the OC. Uh, but there was Aaron Rodgers guy. Aaron Rodgers brought him in. He was horrible with Sean Payton. Uh, so, but yeah, Aaron Rodgers definitely not playing well. You know what I'm saying? Father time is on his shoulders. They lost last week because of Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't because of the head coach. It wasn't 'cause, the defense balled out all year. So I think they did this to please Aaron Rodgers. And I heard dude before the season started didn't even want the OC to come back, but the organization made him bring the OC back because of Aaron Rodgers. And when you got the interim coach now, he's like, fuck it, I'm the interim coach. What you gonna do to me? I'm gonna demote his ass. Is because I'm trying to get me a job. You know. So they probably ain't like that part. But what you gonna do? You gonna tell him he can't coach after you done fired the head coach? So yeah, man, definitely on the offense. And Wilson, I don't know, like you said, he said an offense style, but I would have thought I'd have got more out of him in year 2 or 3 right now. You would think he'd became like a number one, like a Chase, Jefferson, all these other the kid in Dallas, um,
CD.
you would think, yeah, Higgins. No, I mean say whatever the kid. I can't think of the kid in Dallas.
Man,
But anyway, you would think he'd have became that number one. Then when they thought coming into the season, so he off and on. Sometimes it don't matter what they doing. You got to beat your coverage, and he's not living up to that true number one every game. So, but definitely, it wasn't a head coach fault. But bro, it's just the Jets organization, bro. They just can't get right.
I think the same thing. I think the organization is tough, man. They just don't make wise decisions. I don't know. It's crazy to see that both the Jets and the Giants struggling, but the Jets consistently struggle. The Giants have moments, right, where they still show that they're still a top tier organization. Man, I don't know what's up with Woody. I don't know Woody Johnson. I don't know him from a can of paint. I know he's a rich man. I want to know how did he make his money? Because it can't be off NFL success. It had to be off something else. I think from a business standpoint, he's probably brilliant, but from a running organization, he is terrible. And that's what you see. You see a terrible ran organization making infallible decisions. No, the defense is playing top 3 football.
mhm.
That's what Robert Saleh's um, background is in. That's what his specialty is defense. So defense wasn't your problem. It was clear that the offensive coordinator was calling bad games, and he just wasn't calling games to make where it made sense. And they needed somebody else who could make them do the play call. He could be a part of the game plan, but his play calling ability was awful. It just is what it is. And they were struggling against teams that they should have struggled against. Defense they should have struggled against. They lost to the Broncos 10-9. And then A-Rod, and then we got to realize A-Rod's 41.
Yeah.
A-Rod's like, y'all gonna be. like out there throwing footballs like A-Rod is 25. This is what we see with aging quarterbacks. I saw an aging quarterback that came from the Packers. They went to the Jets and looked terrible. His name was Brent Favre. They tried to make it seem like he looked great when he got to the Vikings. That's because the Vikings had an all-time great running back.
Mm-hmm.
Made the game a lot easier for you when you got a top-tier talent like Adrian Peterson behind you. So, I'm not seeing anything from my perspective that's not true. That you have an aging quarterback. Probably should have added another receiver and another type 1 or type 2 receiver, and you're struggling, and your O-line at times is not always, playing great, and you got an old quarterback out there throwing the football. Like I don't see how that's the recipe of success. I don't know, but I don't know about firing your head coach who defense is playing well. I don't know how that's successful. Yeah, man, this is just a terrible ran organization.
Dumpster.
And when they lose, and if they don't make it to the playoffs, then what you gonna do? Your payroll is absolutely tied to Aaron Rodgers, like 100%. So it's gonna be tough for them to get out of that contract at the end of the season. without having to eat it. Then you have no contingency plan. You have no backup quarterback that can help you. And now we can really truly say this wasn't a Zach Wilson problem. Because Zach Wilson was terrible, but we have to now realize this is an organizational issue.
Yep.
So it is what it is, man. They got to figure it out on their own. All right, man. Let's get to the next topic here. We're gonna start with Key because Key loves to wear the Joe Burrow jersey, the Joe Burrow banner. He said he a Who Dey fan when he not a Who Dat fan. Key, man, what's going on with your Bengals? Are they gonna make it to the playoffs? They're 1-4, brother. They struggling. Are they gonna kick it in gear eventually and make it to the playoffs?
He sleep. Yeah, so I'm gonna start this one off. They're not gonna make the playoffs, and they're not a good team. I mean, yeah, you got an elite quarterback, you got elite receivers, you got now you let Mixon go. I know running. Zach Moss is decent, but he knows no Mixon. Your defense is okay now. They used to be pretty decent, but now they're giving up a ton of points, ton of yards. And sometimes, bro, you keep digging these holes for the past 3 years. Somebody, we start slow, or we might now get our groove. But you keep going, you can't keep going down like that. They're 1-4, right? The only team they beat was the Carolina Panthers. And their schedule today, they got the Giants. The Giants are playing decent enough. That's not going to be an easy win in New York, right? And look, and then you would have to go, 9-3 over the next 12 games just to get 10-7. They're not making the playoffs, bro. They dug their grave a little bit too deep. They're not making the playoffs.
My bad, I was on mute. But now I'm not gonna count them out, bro, because I'm looking at the every game have come down. They easily can be like they 1-4 can be 4-1. You know what I'm saying? The defense definitely bad. Offense is playing well. They probably got a top 2, top 3 offense. Higgins back. They putting up 30-some points a game. And the reason why I'm saying I'm not gonna count them out because how many teams make the playoffs? What, 7? 7. In the AFC for sure, you got Baltimore, KC, Buffalo, and after that, bro, who you got? The Broncos, you got Miami, you got like they gonna have Cleveland. Like you got to get 3 more other teams to make the playoffs.
Steelers, I
So
think, going.
Steelers, come on,
What
Steelers.
you got? Houston, Texas.
Well, Houston, that's 4. They gonna win that. That's what I'm saying. You got 4 good teams that clearly gonna make the playoff. The other 3, I'm not banking on Cleveland, Denver, this and that. So that's why they got a shot to make it. Now they lose today against the Giants. I would say they're done. But now they win against the Giants. They 2-4. Look at, like I said again, after those 4 teams, Houston, Baltimore, Buffalo, and KC. They're giving the other rest of the AFC, Jacksonville, all them. Hey, bro, I'm not sold. So they definitely got a shot when you got a top offense like that. Because I just don't believe in the rest of the AFC after the other 4 teams that is going to make the playoff. So, but if they lose today, I'm shutting the window. But they win today, they back in it to make the get a wild card.
It's over, brother.
Right.
It's over. If you look at that schedule, lucky they still got to play Baltimore again. They haven't played the Steelers yet, which has been an issue for them. They still got to play Baltimore. The Browns always give them a problem. So that's just the division games. And then you add in, if I'm not mistaken, the Bengals this year, they're playing the NFC East because they play the Giants. They still got to play the Eagles. And which is a winnable game. I'm not saying that's not winnable, but they still got to play the Eagles and they still got to play the Cowboys. Right? Let me make sure I'm looking at this schedule correctly. Right? But I think they are playing the NFC East this year.
They are. They got a shot. They got to win today, though. You lose. That's why I say I'm not. I don't believe in the rest of the NFC East. Let me say the NFC. Let me say the AFC. Other than those 4 teams I named.
Yeah, because they've already lost to the Commanders. He wants to call them the rest of them. They already lost to the Commanders. So they play the Giants, and then they still got to play the Eagles and the Cowboys. They're gonna split one of those. Now, from there, then what? They got a really tough ending of their schedule. They got a real tough ending of their schedule, man. I just don't see. I don't see it, brother.
I'm just saying if the kicker hold, if the holder hold the point, if the holder hold the ball, we talking a whole nother thing.
Yeah, if was the fifth, bro.
That's what I'm just saying. That's why I'm just saying it ain't like they just not playing good ball. If the holder down and they do make the kick, we talking a whole. But they 2-3 in Baltimore. What 2-3?
But
You
yeah,
know,
but
That's
I
just like
mean,
the
but,
Saints if they get two
but
stops,
Lamar,
we 4-1.
sometimes you see Lamar gonna fumble the ball like he did. His
but
eyes came off the ball when they threw it.
but I'm
When
just
they went,
saying that did happen. But I'm just saying we haven't. They Baltimore that game was could have went either way. But I'm saying the holder thing right. They 2-3. Baltimore 2-3. That's why I'm just saying they still got. I'm just saying I wouldn't be shocked if they make it because they're not out of it because of the rest of the AFC. That's all I'm saying. It's not because what they're doing. It's just the rest of the AFC. I don't. They are going to lose more games. They what Pittsburgh what 2-3.
no, Pittsburgh is 3-2.
3-2, 3-2. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, so they got to win tonight. They only two. They don't play them again. They got to play them twice. Jason feel like he's coming back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? They winning because of their defense, definitely not because of him. At some point, we might see Russ. I just won't be shocked. I'm not counting them out yet. But if they lose today, I'll be like, yeah. But if they go win 2 in a row, they back in it.
I don't know, man. I just feel like there's a chance they're gonna be. They can. Is a chance. There's always a chance. The 17 games, they go 9-8, still make it to playoffs, a wild card. But man, they can't. Their margin of error is so small. They
Yeah.
cannot. With being 1-4 already, knowing that you can only win about, you only can lose 3 more games. Like you're 1-4, you got what almost 12 games left. So that means you only lose 3 out of the 12.
Yeah.
Just to get
Now,
10
They
points.
only can lose 3 to 4 games out of the
but
12. And
but
that's it.
I think 9 games gonna get a wild card in the AFC.
But even the 9 games, I'm saying like 9 games, they're already 4 from losing 8. So they lose, you only got 12 more games.
Yeah,
You
they
got
got it.
12 games.
Yeah,
You can only lose 4 of those.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
lose more than 4, you're not making it.
yeah. That's true. But I'm saying we just saw them got on the roll yet. But I'm just saying because of the rest of the thing, 9-8, I still think they can win 9 games.
They not
Man, we'll see, bro. It's very their margin of error, like I said, is really, really small.
Yeah, they lose today. If they lose today to the Giants, they're done. But if they win today, they got life.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, since we're still in the state of Ohio, man, let's get into Deshaun Walker's talk. Y'all see what's going on with it. It's not good. It's not good. He's not playing good. Like everything's getting in his brain. Can you start us off, man? Is it time for the Browns to just to cut bait with Deshaun completely? Just move on. Don't even think about trading. Bench him. Go with Jameis, and then cut him at the end of the year, at the end of the season.
Man, they in a tough place, man. I think they got like 3 more years on this contract. I think it's more of the owner. I think the coach man wanna probably do it, but I think it's the owner. You know what I'm saying? You Lou got 3 more years, high top dollars. But I would say, if I'm a coach, bro, because you probably gonna get fired anyway. If he come out early stinking this shit up, I bench him, bro, and go with James, and maybe this might wake him up. Because at some point you got to have some type of accountability, bro, where you can't just stink it up and just don't have to worry about your job. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying it 2 years ago, bro. I say, dude, done, bro. He like they took his hose away, and he been done ever since, bro. Let that man go back and get some massage, bro. That what made that man happy. He was a top quarterback when he was getting all the massages, bro. They took that away. He ain't been the same. And um, he like Tiger, bro. They took Tiger chicks away. Tiger wasn't the same. Some people just need, bro. They need extra vaginas, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's that man happy place. So, but if he come out thinking early, I'm putting in Jameis. It's a shame he's saying put in Jameis, but he looked horrible, bro. He looked horrible, bro. And sometimes you might gotta sit him down and then be like, bro, get your thoughts together, and it might motivate you. But yeah, I have a quick trigger today.
Yeah, it's fine, bro. His confidence is totally gone. And they only playing him because of his contract, honestly. And last year, the potential of the offense when Joe Flacco stepped in when Deshaun got hurt, like it was a totally different offense. And Deshaun Watson has the talent, but his confidence is gone, bro. And I say I would bench him. I would go Jameis and hit reset button. Then after this season, bro, you gotta make the tough decision, just like Denver did when they cut Russ. Yeah, I think Denver had like a $75 million cap hit and dead money. Sometimes, bro, you got to take 2 steps back just to go 2 steps forward. And if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I know Deshaun has, I think, $92 million of guaranteed money left. I'm eating it. I'll spread it out over the next 2 years or 3 years and hit the reset button, bro, and draft me another quarterback, dog. It's time. He's not going to change. I think his career is over.
Yeah, I think I don't have anything much to add to that. You guys have said it. His career's done from a Browns perspective for sure. I think they definitely need to start over on their end. He need to start over too, because this is I've never seen it such a free fall. This is a down. I mean, I've never seen a guy go from a perennial all-pro type player to just what we see today. This has been one of the greatest collapses of a career from a quarterback perspective I think I've ever seen. Like, just I don't know if this dude just don't, and I think we never will understand till after it's all said and done, like truly what really went on with him. I mean, I think he said a lot on that on that little soliloquy right there about what he feels like was happening to him, and I agree with you, Key. But it's just I've never seen a guy career just dramatically fall like this. I mean, it has been one of the worst free falls of a career I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I've never seen somebody take away something that probably is so meaningless, and then and out of nowhere can't perform. Like it's like he's like an addict, bro. Like he's really like an addict. Like as soon as they took those extracurricular activities he had going on, the man career went free fall and went down, bro. Like I ain't never seen no guy career go like that where you take something away from him. Like some people can refocus. Clearly, he can't. He just couldn't get out of that frame of mind where he needed that security blanket or whatever that security blanket gave him of having whatever the chicks come through the massage, whatever they were massaging. Just is what it is. And
he needed them happy endings, bro, for him to play.
Yeah, them happy endings he was getting, man. That thing had him balling. As soon as they took it away, man, them happy endings, it don't went left. Like I just never seen nothing like this. It's hard for me to imagine that something like that can make you so focused. But yeah, bro. I mean, listen, I wish him well. I don't think Cleveland's the place for him. I also think that it seems like to me like Houston maybe wasn't good for him from that perspective, but it kept him, I guess, focused enough. There's so much going on that he was able to, operate in that chaos or whatever's going on in his life. But yeah, man, like Cleveland ain't it for him. Like Cleveland is not it for him. Not
Cleveland don't have that motivation like Houston got. Houston got that motivation.
Hey,
out
Houston
there,
got it.
He want to perform high out there, bro. You can walk around a man and all that. It ain't no motivation in Cleveland, bro. He bunch around the dot of snow bunnies, man. He like to be around, that works in Houston. But yeah, I'm like you, man. I ain't seen a fall like this from a superstar that ain't have no injuries. None of you have an injuries, ACL or something like that. You can see, okay, bro, dude ain't the same. But bro, they just took the PU from you, bro. And you just fell off the cliff, bro. It wasn't even no Achilles, no ACL. They just took that wet from you, bro. The man ain't been the same, man.
The man ain't been the same since, man. And I know you got a nice young fiance, a girlfriend, but I just feel like for him, man, like maybe that's just not enough for him. I don't know, but brother, I just never seen somebody that's, like I said, a free fall of this nature because they just took something from you. They just took it from you. You just like, bro, I can't function. Dude, literally like a fiend, man. Like I've never seen like this, man. I've seen fiends like this. I've never seen an adult male in this type of situation that needs these type of things. So good luck to him, man. Listen, I hate to see our brother down. He looks absolutely awful though. And I think they have no other choice but to go to a different direction. When you make that choice, knowing his contract situation, it's gonna be impossible to go back. You can't go back afterwards. Right? So it is what it is. Quick thought before we get up out of here. Let's go to before we go to NFL pick'ems. What's your guys' thought about what's your thoughts on Tom Brady being improved? Or what it could be improved as the new Raiders minority owner. Think that's good for the league? Ray?
It's not bad. I mean, it's good for Tom. I mean, it keeps him involved in the game other than doing broadcasting. But I don't have no issue with it.
Yeah, I think it's good for the league, but when you can get the legends to come stay part of the game, owner, just not being players, getting them an opportunity to get into ownership, so I just think that's always a good thing when, what I'm saying, that can motivate next generation of players to think, own the situation. So always a good thing when somebody who grow your game, you get them opportunity to invest and become ownership in the game that they help grow.
I agree. All right, Ray. So let's start out with NFL pick'ems.
Now it's time for the Arguing Brothers NFL Pick'ems.
Oh,
all right. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Battle of the 495, battle of the Beltway, Commanders versus Ravens. Ray, who you got?
I got the Ravens at home, man. I just think too much Lamar, too much Derrick.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens and a close one at home. I just think they'll be able to. Well, I just think they'll be able to get the running game going with against the Washington defense. Even though Washington defense been playing well, but I got Ravens with a close one at home.
All right, I'm with you. I'm with the Ravens too. I think the Ravens win this game. Give me about 10-point distance, but it'll be a close game to the fourth quarter, and when they start running Derrick Henry down their throats and separate the pretenders versus the contenders versus the pretenders. So I like them in a close game, but then they have to pull away at the end. All right, Lions versus Cowboys, marquee game. Ray, who you got?
I got the Cowboys, man. I don't see them losing three games at home to start the season. I think the Cowboys pull it out before.
Yeah, I got the Lions, man. I don't believe in the Cowboys, man. I got the Lions. They're gonna be able to run it on their throat. They if Pittsburgh had any type of good quarterback, they'd have beat them last week. So yeah, I'm going. And they in Detroit. Yeah, I'm going with the Lions. Are they in Detroit, right?
No, they're in Dallas.
Oh, in Dallas. Well, yeah, and I'm going with Detroit. It'd probably be Detroit now. Dallas becoming like a stadium, bro, where the other team just come take over.
Yeah, I got Detroit win. I don't know if they can take over that stadium though. I don't know if Detroit Lions has a fan base like that. But then again, you never know. I've been seeing them travel like something crazy. So
now they starting to travel now, though, JD.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that the other day. I saw that they have been traveling a lot more. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but I think they just have. I think they're just a better team.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, this is a better team. So I think they're going to win that game. I'm not sure how close it's going to really be, but I think they're going to win that game. And run the ball is going to be pretty easy. It's not going. It's not going to be much closer game. I think right now the Cowboys are so one dimensional. They can't do anything. They can't do anything else. All they do is one dimensional. So
all you gotta do is double team CD Lamb, bro, and you good, bro.
Yep.
Like I said, because if Fields had any type of good game, Pittsburgh would have beat them. But I don't even have them. I don't even have them making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it'll be tough to make the playoffs too. I just don't see what they can really do that's going to show me anything outside of what they're doing. I just don't see it either. But I will get down that line. I think really that just all depends on the Eagles. It really depends on the Eagles and the Commanders. If they keep doing what they're doing, they will be the only two seeds coming out the NFC East. All right, but let's talk about the Bills against the Jets. Ray, who you got?
Man, Bills, man. Just not good.
Yeah, Bills.
I think it's going to be. I got the Jets this game. It's going to be one of those games where I don't think the Bills can do enough. I think people kind of figure out the Bills are very one dimensional. Instead of Josh Allen, it's nothing. They don't have a marquee receiver that can create that level of separation that demands double teams. And so you saw that against the Texans, especially in the first half. You saw against the Ravens the entire game. So I don't see them winning that game. So I like the Jets win this game because of their defense. All right, Ray, who you got between the battle of second place in the NFC South?
And
Bucs
Rattler,
versus-
I trust. I'm going with my boy. We're going to put shit up. We're not losing 4 in a row.
So you going with the Saints?
Yes.
T, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints, but I can't pick against the Saints.
We winning today, baby.
Battle of second place.
Winning today.
Yeah, battle of second place.
Y'all got today.
The Panthers.
Oh, y'all lose.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Bucs. I just don't see the Saints starting a rookie quarterback. I don't see what can he really. I mean, and there's no Taysom Hill, right? No Taysom Hill.
Yeah, no taste.
No Taysom. No AK banged up. Line's terrible. Yeah, I'm going with the Bucs. Mike Evans has a very good game this game. So and there will be no fight. So because he's gonna be balling this game. So I like the it's gonna be a struggle though, but I like the Bucs in a very close game. All right, man. Let's get to our college football section of our podcast, man. We can do a little recap of what we do as far as the college football games last night. It was 3 games that was great. We're gonna get into 2 of them. LSU versus Ole Miss recap. Kim, unless you can take the floor. What's your thoughts on your team winning last night?
Oh, it's a good win, man. Grind out win. Offense wasn't playing that well. Whoever thought the defense kept them in the game, got crucial turnovers. Defense showed a little heart, showing that, the pass rush. That's what they got to do. Make it where they don't have time to throw the ball deep down us because we was getting pass rush. So definitely a good win. Kept your chances. Getting into the playoffs. So you know what I'm saying? Especially when all your receivers was hurt last night for LSU. Kind of, probably getting them back soon. So yeah, nice good win against a top 10 team. So gotta love it, baby.
Yeah, it was a good, gritty win. LSU is a one-dimensional team. Offensively, they got no run game. So everything is on Nussmeier's shoulders. But for me, I think it was the defense. They did enough to after dark. Frustrated him. He was like 24 for 42, which is not great. Only 1 touchdown pass. So I think LSU played a complete game, especially defensively, enough to win. Enough in overtime to get the touchdown. And boy, Lacey, he's nice, dog. You know what I'm saying? He just got to be a little more consistent from a receiver standpoint. But great win at home. That Valley was electric last night. And their defense showed up. Now, if LSU defense can somehow play like this the rest of the season, they got a good shot in the SEC. They got a good shot to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you gotta get props for props, though. I'm not here to take away from what you guys got going on. You guys won. Close game, close battle. I think Ole Miss is gonna look at that game and see a lot of mistakes they made. It's gonna be a tough road for Ole Miss. That's their second SEC loss. So knowing that now you cannot lose another game and you gotta hope the other teams win. It's going to be very tough. You control the game, miss field goals, fumble the ball at the end. I think that's really what got the game won was the end of the half. They fumbled, and I'm not mistaken. Did you guys not score on the field goal though for that fumble?
Yeah, we scored on the field goal.
So that really actually won the game, right? Because if that field goal didn't happen and that fumble didn't happen at the end of the half, they could have put you guys. They could have came out and scored, maybe put it away, maybe got about 13 instead of 10. And that kept LSU at striking distance the entire time. It's tough game, Ole Miss. But, got to give props for props due. LSU won a very close game, good nail biter. I was enjoying it watching it, on the multi-cast, multi-view. Shout out to YouTube TV for that. So definitely, man, I enjoyed watching the game. I thought the game against Kansas State and Colorado was really good last night. So started a little late, 10:30 was tough, but it was a really good game. So yeah, man. Hey, shout out to LSU for that. All right, let's talk about Oregon versus Ohio State. Can you give us your thoughts on that game? I'm not sure how much you watched of it, but that was a barn burner.
Yeah, I saw it. They was back and forth. I saw the ending of it. The quarterback, man, you gotta have situation football, man. You got to time out, man. You can't run that. I know you're trying to get in field goal range, but you running with 6 seconds, bro. You got to get down a little early or look for an out pass, bro. So, that was a good game, man. I just think college football, you just see any given, like you say in the NFL, any given Sunday, any given Saturday in the college football this year, because the talent is spread out, especially now with all the NIL money. Everybody ain't just loading up on 5-star players, sitting on benches, rotating players in. So definitely was a good game. I think both teams still will have a shot to make the playoffs probably. Um, but yeah, it was a good team win that could have went. Let me say good game, and it could have went either way. But Ohio State will still have a chance to make the playoffs, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great back and forth game. Both teams were physical. I think bringing in Dan Lanning brought that physicality to Oregon. We always thought Oregon was a finesse team. Real physical game. I think both teams actually played really clean football. No sacks allowed for Oregon. The running game going. Even Ohio State had their running game going, and it came down one or two plays. And like I said, Will Howard has to throw it out or something. He can't just run into the field. Like, I see if you run, but run to the edge where you can get out real quick, and give yourself a shot to kick a field goal. But great game, real clean. Gabriel turned the ball over today, and that's kind of been his struggle in the early part of the season. But it's a big win for Oregon, definitely. But definitely Ohio State gonna bounce back. I don't see them losing probably again. So yeah, it was a good game overall, good clean game.
Man, Dan Lanning just be want to lose. like I don't get it. Like he don't be want to go for field goals. Like it was a field. It went for I think at the end of the half, and it was like if he just would have kicked the field goal, or I think came out in the third quarter. If he just kicked the field goal, they were up. They would have been up by 4 because they would have been down by 4 because it was 28. It was 22-21, and he'd go for it instead of kicking the field goal. Would have made it 25-21. No, 25-22 because it's 22-21. No, I'm wrong. It was 22-21 with Oregon, and he didn't kick a field goal. He would have pushed it to 4. So I'm like, man, why you don't like you could have been a 25-21. So I'm like, why not kick the field goal? Because then when Ohio State scored, it would have made it. They would only been bound by 3. Like the entire game. Like imagine if Howard would have had what Ware thought was going on because he didn't. He didn't realize. I guess he thought it was 10 seconds. He didn't know that even though it was a penalty on the defense, the time still runs off. Like, he still runs off. I think he didn't know that. He had not known that. The way he played that play, he didn't know that the time runs off because he must thought he had 10 seconds, not 6 seconds. Because when he ran, he slid. I was like, bro, you ain't got enough time for all that.
Right.
But the issue I noticed was you have like Dan Lanning's game management. I get aggressiveness, but he's downright ignorant. So like I don't like I said, why is that like I'm still looking at it like, man, kick the field goal. When he went for it, I was like, why are you going for it? He goes for it. Then no one does he go for it, right? Then he doesn't get it. They get I think they get the Ohio State gets the ball. They score. I'm like, bro, like now you are in jeopardy because if you don't get the ball back again, then Ohio State, then you score. Then they didn't run the clock enough because he gave Ohio State the ball back with like a minute some change left. So it's just like like that. Oregon's gonna lose again for sure, 1,000% because Dan Lanning is gonna do something that's gonna force them to lose. I just feel like that. Like I get the aggressiveness. He's gonna make a mistake. They're gonna lose. So. Great game overall, top quality competition. Man, that Smith kid is as advertised. he could be a top tier receiver in the NFL today. Man, he is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is good. He is good. Gino's cousin is good.
Yeah, that little boy, nice.
Man. Boy, he good. He is. I don't know how y'all let him get out of Miami.
I mean, you didn't know what.
I don't know.
Your boy JoJo traded. I think they was on the same team. Went to Miami. I'm sure he probably didn't want to wait to play. I mean, that's not what it was.
Hey, because he was the Shaman, right?
Yeah.
He
that boy
is
cold,
good.
boy. That boy
He
cold.
is good. He is every bit as advertised. That kid is every bit as advertised. I'm watching him like, man, this kid good.
Yeah,
like,
nice.
They couldn't do nothing with him.
Yeah,
nothing with him. That penalty, it was tough. The penalty kind of, I'm gonna say lost the game, but it really lost that drive is when he pushed off. He was gonna be open regardless. He didn't really probably have to push off on that play. They caught him. They act like he didn't do it, but he did it. They caught him. And that really pushed him behind the chains. That made it tough for him even for a field goal drive. But man, like that kid's every bit as advertised. So good game, man. Listen, overall, college football has been really good. Yeah. Oh, the product, the whole 12 playoff conversation. I mean, we're gonna get another one next week with Georgia and Texas.
Yeah, that's gonna be a ball.
That's gonna be that's gonna be big. If Texas loses, that puts kind of SEC in a reset, right? Because now at that point, and I think Ole Miss still has to play. I think they still got to play Georgia and Texas, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gonna be the end of the year. Because we in mid-season now. The end of the year from here on is gonna be a sprint. It is gonna be tough to see all of these teams with so much comparison. It's gonna be tough to see who can make it out. Everybody making fun of Bama losing to Vandy. Vandy beat Kentucky.
Yeah, Vandy playing well, boy.
Vandy beat Kentucky yesterday. Kentucky beat Ole Miss. So, like a lot of things are changing. Like it's a lot of parity in a lot of these teams, and if you don't come with your best game plan, you just never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's going on, man. But hey, I love what's going on. All right, Ray, we're gonna let you have your moment. Your boys,
you know what it is.
ALCS. Your boys in the ALCS playing against the Dodgers. What's their chance? What's their chance of winning it all? Give us your thoughts, man.
If we can get pitching like we've been getting down the stretch, sky's the limit. We got to make sure we keep the Dodgers from hitting the home run ball. If you're going to lose, make them put hits together to beat you, right? Don't let it be where the Dodgers go off and have a 3-4 home run game, and now you build their confidence. Keep them in the ballpark, and it's going to come down to pitching. Our hitting has been a little slow to start, so we got to get off a better start there. But man, they hitting on all cylinders right now, man. They coming in with so much confidence that it's never over. And Lindor, man, if it wasn't for Ohtani having a 50-50 season, I do believe Lindor would have been MVP this year. So I got the Mets winning in 6 because the way that split is, you got 2 in LA, 3 in New York, and then 2 in LA. I think we can steal 1 in LA and we can go home and handle business. I got the LA. I got my Mets in 6, dog. Let's do it. Let's go Mets. OMG, baby.
In 6, huh?
I got it in 6, dog.
Okay.
Now the pitching, we got the better staff. Their pitching is hurt, banged up. We got to limit the home run ball. Make them beat you station to station, dog.
But they can hit. They do have hitters, bro.
They do. They loaded. They loaded, but they have choked since they won that World Series in 20? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, who they choke against? I'm not sure they choked.
They never made the World Series. They haven't got past the NLDS in the last 3 years.
Well, they did get to the ALCS. 2021, they got the LCS. They played the Braves.
They were clearly the better team. I think that's the year they won well over 100 games.
Yeah, but the Braves just beat them. Yeah, the pitch was there. They were there that year.
It's about timing, man. It's about time.
It's all about time. It's really about when you playing. So y'all got a chance.
Yes, sir.
We'll see. Key, you got any thoughts on it?
No, I don't.
He like, what is baseball season still?
Yeah, I don't care who wins.
All right, then. So let's get to our final topic of the day, man. So, WNBA back on tonight. I think back on today after 3:00. Game 2. Let's talk a little about game 1 with that first game with that comeback between the Lynx and the Liberty. Down 18 in the fourth quarter. Lynx come back, still game 1. Keith, give me your thoughts on that. And what do you think how that's going to affect the series moving forward?
That was a good comeback win. It took a lot for them to win. Uh, Girl hit a fall away 3-point shot and get fouled to go in overtime. I still think the Liberty is the better team. They've been the best team in WNBA all year. I see them bouncing back. Also see them winning the series. But it definitely was a great comeback. It took everything to beat Liberty. The shit going on that don't normally go on. But I think again the Liberty get up again. They not letting them come back. So I still think the Liberty the better team, and I still got the Liberty winning it all.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those games where if I'm looking at the Liberty, you're not going to win this series if Nescu and Stewie go 14 for 47, right? Yeah, they've been a better team all year, but the Lynx has been right there as well. The Lynx has been a real good team as well. Shout out to the Lynx. They, no quit attitude. They could either fold and say, let's pack it in game 2. But you cannot, um, stop the determination of these ladies, man. Big shot that the little young lady made, and you can't foul in that situation. Even if she hits the 3 and it's a tie, that's fine. But you can't foul her on that 3-point shot. That's just bad closeout. But if I'm the Liberty, Stewie and Nescu, they got to have a better game today. They got to have a better game. You can't struggle like they did.
Yeah, and you said something that you can't make that foul, but Stewie had a chance to close him out. She's on the line. She missed the first. I think she missed the second free throw. If I'm not mistaken. She missed one of the free throws. She split.
The second one.
Yeah, but if she'd have hit that, that's game. She got fouled with the opportunity to close him out. She just didn't do it. So that's a situation on her. She's gotta really tap in and get into her Mamba stage and close them out. She can't. You're the best player. You're the best player on the floor. So you cannot. That can't happen. So as much as all we're talking about the Lynx, and that was a great comeback, excellent comeback. That is all for nothing if Stewie hit both free throws. So yeah, that definitely has to be a part of like what she's got to do this game today. She's got to close them out. She's the best player. She's the top talent. She has to close out the league. Give them nothing to cheer for. And if they do that, man, I feel like they'll win the series.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I want you guys to give your thoughts on this. That before we get out of here. So, did you read about that? I think the WNBA president announced that they're going to start having 7-game series.
They expand.
Like, what's your thoughts on that? Keith, starts off on that. Like, what was your thoughts on that? If they move these series up from 5 to 7.
Well, in business, make business sense now. People want to see women basketball. The crowd is there, so you're gonna be able to pay the players more money. Probably be able to, in the long run, be able to get more teams probably in another city somewhere that don't have a team. So that just shows that the game is growing. People are into the WNBA finally. They're getting their just due. You saw every year was growing. And then also helping this year, the rookie class that came in with Caitlin, Angel, the girl who came from Tennessee, the girl in LA, all had good rookie years. And now I just like how they promoting it now. They promoting sexy in the WNBA now. You see them dressing up in the dresses and this and that. Now you got dudes and you got the chicks watching it. It's more feminine now. It's like it's cool to watch women play basketball, or little girls can play basketball where you ain't feel like everybody just, I don't know, I don't want to use the word on the podcast, but you know what I mean. So they just promoting it right, bro. And so when you got more interest, you get more games and you make more revenue. So it just shows that, the WNBA in a great place right now.
Yeah. this is one of those seasons where they can build on and just continue to expand. I love the fact that they're giving the fans more, and you can see by the attendance. The attendance is there. Now, one thing I do want to see them, fix or sometimes somehow kind of do something with when these girls get drafted, bro. There's no way they should be getting cut. Like you have to find some type of way with that. But other than that, the WNBA is in a great space. Continue to evolve, continue to grow. And I think sky's the limits for the WNBA.
But the way that them not getting cut, you need more teams. Only reason
Yeah.
they're getting cut is because you don't have more teams for them to play on.
Yeah.
So by expanding the game, get a hope, you know what I'm saying? Like get a team in Miami or somewhere like that, that people want to go and watch the games. So you can keep some of the talent from not getting cut. But hey, lovely, man. And you can see how many people was at the game the other night in New York.
Yeah,
So people,
back to the Raptors.
yeah, people are definitely excited about the WNBA, bro. And it's just to me, the women basketball is a better brand of the men. It's more fundamental. You see cutting and passing 4-5. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just everybody coming down want to jack up a three. So it's just a pretty solid basketball to me more than the men. Because they can't dunk over everybody. They gotta use fundamentals. So it just it's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think everything you guys have said all that is, quality of the game is better. So it's time to invest more. So more teams, more investments. The talent is there now. The talent is equal across the land. You can put talent in any location and be successful. So, yeah, you're right about this, Ray. They shouldn't, you don't want to see teams get cut, but it's so much talent. You merge all that talent in one, maybe like 10 locations, 8 locations.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough for you to be able to balance that and have that time. So now you really got to pick your plays off need.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't just be like, hey, I got this talent here. You got to put it off need now. So it's different. It's different now. So yeah, man. But I like what I've seen. I mean, I'm gonna be tuning in a little bit, watching the game today. I love that they're going 7 games. I think they need to go 7 games. I thought the 5-game thing from 3 to the 5. Sometimes I wouldn't even understand it. Like I know when a team will win one game and then the other team will win a split. I'd be like, why they still playing on the same home court? But I
Yeah,
had no
they changing
idea
that too.
Yeah, I didn't know that had no deal. Like they don't go to away games. But I like you. If I win on your floor, I should be able to go and have a game in my home. I stole your home court advantage. So if it's 2
that's a good
games
change.
here and I win one, another game should be at my home. You know what I mean? So we should be able to go to and you should have to play those games there. So I think that helps the product, bro. Like being able to you gonna have 2 games of Liberty. Now if you know it's a split, it's gonna be a Minnesota game. Now it's gonna be one. So that helps the product, man. 100%.
Yeah. And then too, the fact that the way these girls are getting so much visibility is now expanding off the court, right? From a business standpoint. Now they don't have to go play overseas just to make some money in the offseason. So I just love it where the game is going, especially from a business standpoint.
Yep, I agree, man. I agree. All right, man. That's our final topic of the day. Before we get out of here, any final thoughts? Keith, start us off.
Man, just, looking forward to I always think it's the best time of the year, man. Like for y'all got the World Series, got the WNBA going on right now. NBA preseason starting to kick off, and we starting to get in the NFL, bro. Where we about to see the pretenders from the contenders. You know what I'm saying? So the great month of October.
Yes, sir.
Any
Great
thoughts on
time of the year.
Bronny? Y'all got no Friday thoughts on Bronny for when is that first game with Bronny and LeBron?
23rd. Huh? Oh, the open night.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. My thing is, bro, we know what it is with that situation. But, I ain't mad at it. But he definitely, to me, not ready to be an NBA player.
Yeah,
But,
he
but
definitely
at
not ready.
some point, bro, I just got to, it depends on what he want, bro. I just have to be like, send me to the D League, bro. Let me develop for a couple of months. Because clearly
Yeah.
you're not gonna be getting any time on with the Lakers, and you're not gonna be developing just sitting on the bench. So it just depends on what he want to become as a player. It's gonna tell us a lot the next couple of months because you're gonna be at the end of the bench. So you got to go to your debut, bro. We can do a couple of games, make history and this and that, but I need to go develop.
Yeah, I think he gonna play opening night just to get the circus out the way with him playing with Brown in a regular season game. He's definitely gonna be in the G League, and I think the G League don't even start till like November 8th or something like that. So he gonna have time. He seemed like he's willing to put the work in. That's probably half the battle. And yeah, just spend all the season in the G League, man. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But it's a story.
That's true, man. Before we get out of here, man, I saw you was at Morgan State homecoming, man. How was that experience? I just came back from Bama State homecoming, man. 34,000 people, packed to the rafters. And it was so much love playing against family. Shout out to family, man. They brought a big crowd out there. They traveled so deep. I've never seen a university travel like FAMU. Apparently they don't always do that, but because it was our homecoming, because we got a little rivalry we got going on between them these days, we haven't beat them. And every game's highly contested and close. They decided to come on. They want to see. We talked to the fans. They want to see our stadium. They want to see how we do it. They enjoy themselves. But it was amazing. It was dope. I loved it. Give me your thoughts on Morgan State's homecoming, because I saw y'all there having a great time. Not doing the broadcast, by the way, but had a great time. But okay, tell me how was the experience.
It's started week. Like they don't have like 2 years ago they had the DJ on campus. Everything was cool, nice vibe. This year just was kind of dead, right? Didn't have no energy at the football game. The DJ playing at the football game versus the band, and we like, bro, this year here terrible. So we end up, finding a tailgate, kind of liven the environment up. But it was a snooze fest to start off. Though I ain't gonna lie to you. They kind of changed, and there just wasn't no excitement even at the football game. It was packed, but it just with no excitement whatsoever.
You have a good time, man?
Yeah, once we they because of the shooting, bro, they put everything off the campus. So once that's why they didn't want the DJs and most of the tent by the football fellas and that because of the shooting. And like you said, but once we found out what a tailgate was, a nice vibe, and then after the game, it would have been better if they'd have had the DJ like they had it, where it was the first time. But they did that because of the shooting. But you know what I'm saying? Morgan show up. It was packed out there. A lot of people everywhere. People friendly, man. People feed you, people getting you drinks. So overall, bro, I had a good time. It was just at first, we were like, damn, man, what's going on? But once we found out where everything was going down, it just said they couldn't have it on the main campus. They pushed it. It was on campus, but it wasn't close to the field like it was last time. But overall, bro, I would do the homecoming again. Nice vibe.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like, it was so. First of all, they did get to shoot in Montgomery, but but it was so packed. Like, it's so packed. I always forget this part though. I always tell for this, and this is a fact. I forget how hot it can get in Alabama. I'm not in Alabama as much as I used to be. So when you're just like frolicking around and just enjoying it and having a great time, and you forget, man, it's hot as I don't know where I hit. It's like it hit around, game started at 2, and it hit peak heat at that point. Like from that point on, it felt like it was like 95 degrees the entire time. And it was just stinking hot until the sun went down. So, man, listen, man, we gotta win these games because we had the bands. They brought their band. I don't think they even brought their band before. They brought their band. So band on band, we going back and forth. The game was nick and tuck, and then we lose at the end. Come on, man, I hate that. I hate that we keep losing the fam. But shout out to them. Shout out to Morgan State, man. I hate that y'all have to, the shooting on campus, change things. Change that closeness that a lot of times we get to enjoy at homecoming. Shout out to Howard homecoming coming up this weekend. But it's love to get down there and just kind of just kick it with people, kick it with your folks. When is Grambling homecoming, Ray?
Next weekend, baby.
Okay, so Grambling homecoming coming up, man. So all of it, all in all, Shout out to all the homecomings. I just read about Tennessee State. They had a mass shooting at their homecoming. Somebody died. 9 people were shot.
Crazy.
I mean, it's getting crazy out here with people just shooting up homecoming. That's when you really want to come and enjoy yourself. You know, it shouldn't even be like that. It should be definitely chilling. I mean, because the one I actually left, it was like we call it after dark tailgate, and I left, but somebody sent me a video of a dude. He had a Draco like walking on campus, like he had it on his hip and trying to put a jacket on, so I guess he can tuck it under. And I'm like, good Lord, have mercy. And he had it on in 1920. I mean, little dude. So you know, this is where we are in the world. So stay safe, but definitely enjoy your homecomings, bro. It ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like getting down there and seeing all your folks, man. It's super cool to see. Because you know the world, life is not long. It's definitely short. So you gotta get out there and embrace it.
Yeah.
All right. So any more final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, we good.
All right, Race, to take us out, brother.
We out.
We talking about? What we talking about? I can do this all day. What we talking about? We talking about? We talking about? I ain't feeling what you stand. What we talking about? From time to time, every set of brothers argue. You gotta listen in to catch glimpse here from our view. I finish the debate that I'm in. Gonna stop it up, and tomorrow we run it again. Ain't no stopping us. What we talking about? What we talking about? I can do this all day. What we talking